Hey everyone, I'm Brian, and today I'm going to open two 4-pack boxes of the Maze of Muertos set from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game. This is the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Video for my channel, but these boxes are not the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards I purchased in recent weeks. I'll have videos up on my channel about those cards sometime in the future, but I wanted to make this video first because of a very specific reason, which I'll get to later in the video. Or, if you saw the thumbnail, you probably know what it's going to be about. I haven't collected Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards or played the game in over 20 years, and I'm just starting to refamiliarize myself with the game, which apparently had a lot of changes since I last played. Similar to my experience with the Pokemon trading card game, I only collected Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards and played the game for a couple of years before moving on to something else. I think my friends and I participated in one official tournament that was hosted at our local comic book store, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Wasn't very popular in our area back in the day, so tournaments and other official events were few and far between. I gave away most of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards a long time ago, but I kept some of my rarer cards and promo cards, so maybe I'll show them in a video someday. I was shopping at a Target recently when I saw these boxes on the shelf, which were the only Yu-Gi-Oh! Products on display. I bought two boxes, and they ended up being about $12.50 each at checkout, but the price tag said $18. While editing this video, I found out that a lot of Target stores are selling these boxes at a discount. Maze of Muertos was released recently, and I know nothing about the cards featured in this set. Each box contains one Field Center token, which I guess is some kind of placeholder card to be put in the center of the battlefield. As I flipped through the cards, I saw a few that I recognized from the early days of the game, and a few I sort of recognized from the various Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. However, what stood out the most was the inconsistencies in the printing quality, particularly in the text for the rare cards. The cards with the silver text on a card with a non-foil picture are considered rare, which is only one step above common. At least that hasn't changed since I last played the game. I thought it had been cheated and bought counterfeit cards because so many obvious mistakes couldn't happen, right? Well, apparently this set has been widely criticized because of numerous printing errors. I remember when finding a misprinted card of any kind of error was exceptionally rare, but I guess the quality control for this set and maybe the game as a whole has gone downhill. The most common error I found on my cards was misaligned text for the card name. The text would either be too high or too low in the text box. Several cards had a dripping effect where some of the silver foil extended below the letters. A few cards had small chips in them where the silver foil was missing on certain letters. A handful of cards had parts of the letters filled in with the silver foil, such as the letters A and R, but I also noticed this on a few other letters like B and O and P. I was really disappointed in seeing so many errors, but as far as I could tell, none of the other cards had such errors. Although I noticed that a couple of cards had bent corners right after opening them from the packs. Well, that's all I have for this video. As I mentioned earlier, I have more Yu-Gi-Oh! Related videos on the way, so check in again to see more card pack openings. Hopefully I don't discover a ton of errors in the card printings, but we'll see. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments if I pulled something valuable to sell or what might be useful to play in the game.